Hearty welcome to this very rare occasion, and I also specially pay my respects to all the dignitaries, in addition to the architects and to be architects, particularly seniors, tapadis, and very big people are here. As we all know that our Indian culture has got huge cultural, spiritual, mathematics, physics, whatever you call, all these strengths. Over a period of centuries, probably we have to admit that we have slightly derailed. But today, if I have to, let me first, since they have asked me to leave a message and then I'll give my specific points for the students. Again, I must also tell you that I have special pleasure today to be in this institute, School of Planning and Architecture, because as when I was serving as the Minister for Science and Technology for the Government of India, I could able to, I cannot say that I'm instrumental, but definitely in order to negotiate and push things for bringing this institute to this Andhra Pradesh and particularly in the location of Amravati, I had an opportunity to spend time with every ministry and convince the then leaders and ministers to say that though the act says that in 10 years' time, certain institutions have to come to the state, bifurcated state. I said over a period of 10 years, I said there's nothing written saying that should not be done in 2 years or 3 years' time. Act said the outer limit. So with that argument, we could able to bring many institutions to this Andhra Pradesh. So I have a special feeling today to be here. So I congratulate AE Foundation and all the collaborating organizations for conceptualizing such a meaningful initiative that seeks to revive, reimagine, and celebrate India's timeless template architecture. This temple architecture is definitely unique for this country. Probably being a secular country, we also we have to appreciate various architectures across the globe. Somewhere some churches are great, somewhere some mosques are great. We definitely appreciate. But India has got a special position on the globe. So at a time when the world is rapidly modernizing, it is heartening to see young minds coming together to reconnect with our rich civilization heritage. So whatever now you are all getting ready, the future is yours. Indian culture. So entire globe is now morning to evening talking about AI. AI. What AI is going to do today, tomorrow, what is happening now while we are speaking, so many changes must have been happening. But India has got a big strength called VI. I want to always say that village intelligence. Through village intelligence, we can always counter AI by using the technology, because there is no point or don't need to reinvent the wheel. All of you, now are using computers, laptops, palm tops, or smartphones. Whereas I also did my engineering. Those days we have to use the draftsman, drafts table, everything by hand. But whereas you have now all the tools, every temple tells a story, not just of faith. Faith is, of course, there's a superpower. That is why Indian culture always says that there's a temple culture. But of the society that built it, the knowledge it possessed, and the values it cherished, the stones of our temples speak of centuries of devotion, creativity, scientific excellence, and community life. They remind us that India's cultural heritage has always been rooted in innovation and excellence. There are so many international people have studied in depth, but they could not get the basic formula from where geometry, physics, ecology. I must appreciate Amini Garu, the way she has expressed all the bhutas, how they have handled. She has already narrated, so I don't want to repeat. There could hardly be a more appropriate venue for this event than Amravati. For over 2000 years, to the best of our knowledge goes as on today, this region has been a beacon of learning, spirituality, art, and culture. From the magnificent Buddhist heritage of Amravati to the architectural splendor of Lepakshi, the sacred temples of Srisalam, Simhachalam, Daksharamam, and countless other historic sites across Andhra Pradesh, our state has made an extraordinary contribution to entire Indian architectural legacy. The way air flows, the way sun rays reflects, everything if we can learn. There is no, there nothing can be better research than studying in any temple, sitting on quietly on any of the floors of any temple. It's every temple has got its own distinct features, which we cannot say that other temple is greater than this temple. So I would especially like to address the students gathered here today. You are all the architects, to be architects, planners, designers, artists, and conservationists of tomorrow. The future of India's built environment lies in your hands. While you will create smart cities, modern infrastructure, and innovative spaces, you also carry the responsibility of preserving the identity and the memory of our civilization. So I would like to tell you one point here. All of you, definitely the present generation are much more smarter, and they knows how to get the information and knowledge from the missions. Mission can definitely throw you, teach you, because basic education is enough for to learn. But one thing is very clear here, many of the seniors who gained wisdom out of their experience, which no mission can teach, no mission can tell. Thereby, every student has to listen their parents, elderly people, grandparents, everyone, and you have far more to learn from seniors than missions. So, definitely, building a skyscraper or designing a skyscraper is important, required. But today, if we go back to the history, the order of the day is decentralized development, the growth. The students have to understand that the city culture has come based on the necessity in those days. The necessity was to create productivity. The productivity requires power. So always developed countries or developing nations have always looked at how to generate the power. Those days we used to have only gas based or thermal. So always the rulers, they said, okay, wherever that's possible, that's called pithead plants. The power was generated. Having generated power, we never had a distribution network. The distribution, wherever smallest way, the shortest way, they have created industrial hubs. So they have used the power. Then in order to maintain, in order to manage the businesses, the cities were built, because we had only the way of communication which was invented by great Graham Bell to communicate. We never had this kind of communication system to send the either telexes or faxes, then now emails. So, as against the situation, because then having created cities, they had to push youngsters for managing them, having allowed the pushed the migration, they have created the social infrastructure, schools, and all those things have come up. This is the basic history, the human civilization or modernization or how economy have grown to this stage. Whereas today, in fact, our great late Abdul Kalam Garu mentioned in those days that Pura concept, providing urban amenities at rural area. Means when in village intelligence has got, why not we? They are all intelligent people. They know how to manage their village. Why not we create and they create the facilities for them? Today, 4 ingredients if we have, everyone knows that we all have land, water, energy, and fiber. If fiber is there, we can communicate. If these 4 are there, we can create anything there. So decentralized growth, because our India, we are all very lucky to live in this era because our roads connectivity is improving a lot. I must mention late Prime Minister Vajpayee Garu, who has started this road connectivity in a greater manner. And last 12 years, our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji have focused on railway connectivity and air connectivity extensively. Mainly, our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi Garu always used to say that the last person in the queue should get the benefits of this nation, and government should work for meeting the requirement of the last person in the queue. That means last person at the village level. So that is how things have started working very well, and we became 4th or 5th size of the world economy, and the size of the economy have gone up. So having said so, the decentralized growth, all of you architects, I urge each and every person to think of creating decentralized management, so that value addition, if it is done, everything, if these 4 ingredients, if they are there, we can create decentralized rural development, village development, and everything. Thereby, we can avoid concrete jungles, number of concrete jungles in cities. Already, we are encountering huge problem with the cities which are graduating to pub culture, drug culture, and living in relationship culture, which is basically against our Bharatiya Samskruti Samskar. So all of you as an youngsters should think very clearly to avoid and spend some time how to harness our rural India. So that will definitely, you may not start with a city culture to begin with, but you will have the satisfaction of bringing some new culture and new way of life for this country. My Guruji always used to say that one can live forever if we create an institution. So every small initiative can become an institution, which I strongly believe. So there is much more to do for this country. We also can really enjoy if we, as long as we learn from the history. Before I conclude, I once again congratulate AE Foundation, the School of Planning and Architecture, the Ministry of Culture, Viswasamudra Trust, and all the partner organizations for bringing together such a remarkable initiative. I also appreciate every faculty member, mentor, volunteer, artist, and participant who has contributed to making this event possible, particularly the students have come from neighboring states. I hope that over the next 2 days, this platform will inspire meaningful conversations, creative ideas, lasting collaborations, and a renewed appreciation for India's magnificent temple and spiritual culture, wherever it is, whatever it is. It is not a religious basis. In particular, ours is a purely secular democratic country. It is when we are talking temple architecture, one should not misunderstood as a religion basis. No, it is a architecture what we are appreciating, and we should learn from that. Let Sapta Sindhu become more than an annual event. Let it become a movement that inspires every young architect and designer to preserve the spirit of India's civilization while shaping the future of our nation. I wish all the participants the very best, and Sapta Sindhu 2026, the Amaravati edition, a grand success. And also, I request media to give good coverage, whatever it is, the best, so that the others also will inspire from this and start this similar kind of events. Thank you very much, and Jai Hind.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండి. ఇంత ఇన్స్పైరింగ్ స్పీచ్ ఇచ్చినందుకు మరొకసారి వారికి మనందరి కరతాళ ధ్వనులతోటి వారిని గౌరవించుకుందాం. అలాగే వారిని ఫెలిసిటేట్ చేయవలసిందిగా డైరెక్టర్ స్కూల్ ఆఫ్ ప్లానింగ్ అండ్ ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ విజయవాడ ప్రొఫెసర్ డాక్టర్ శ్రీ రమేష్ శ్రీకొండ గారిని, అదేవిధంగా ఏఈ ఫౌండేషన్ ఫౌండర్ శ్రీమతి సంగీత మిశ్రా గారిని, అదేవిధంగా విశ్వబంధు ఫౌండేషన్ ఫౌండర్ శ్రీమతి డాక్టర్ నడింపల్లి యమునా పాఠక్ గారిని వారిని ఫెలిసిటేట్ చేయవలసిందిగా మనవి. మన సార్ ప్రియతమ నేత షాల్స్ కానీ ఇవి కానీ బొకేస్ కానీ తీసుకోరు కాబట్టి ఒక షీల్డ్ని బహుమతిగా అందించవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం అందరి కరతాళ ధ్వనులతోటి. అదేవిధంగా మన ముఖ్య అతిథుల చేతుల మీదుగా మనకి చక్కగా నృత్యాన్ని అందించినటువంటి ఆ చిన్నారులందరికీ కూడా సన్మానించవలసిందిగా మనవి. అదేవిధంగా శ్రీ పంచమవేద కూచిపూడి నృత్యాలయం నుంచి విచ్చేసినటువంటి గురువులు కుమారి కావ్య కంచర్ల గారు, అదేవిధంగా స్టూడెంట్స్ ప్రసన్న, కామాక్షి, అనూష, యమున గారు, వారిని వేదిక మీదకి సాదరంగా ఆహ్వానిద్దాం. మన ముఖ్య అతిథుల వారి చేతుల మీదుగా వారికి ఘన సన్మానం. వెళ్ళినమ్మా. వెళ్ళిన త్వరగా. ఒక గ్రూప్ ఫోటో ఏమన్నా గ్రూప్ స్టూడెంట్స్ తోటి ఒక గ్రూప్ ఫోటో, వారితో ఒక గ్రూప్ ఫోటో.